Yes, sir, Ski.
What's good, my brother?
Notified, man. What's going on, man? Welcome to another Wealth Talk segment. Wolf in the
Yes,
building,
indeed.
D-Wall in the building. What's up, my guy?
What's good, family? We back for another one, man. We had the little segments, man. It's been a minute.
Man, bro, I had to do some D-Wall talks. Wolf had some Wolf talks, but we back got it. Dynamic duo
Yes,
in this
indeed.
joint.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, what we talking about today, brother? What's the word, man?
And today we going to talk about those who look rich but aren't really wealthy. You see what I'm saying? Like you see somebody pull up in that 2025 GLE AMG coupe, you think, oh, they having. But in reality, shoot, bro, everything going to their payments and subscriptions. They got no cash flow.
Yeah, we see that all the time.
Yeah, man. So today we're
Real.
going to break down facts, bro. But today we're going to break down, why stacking paychecks and really focused on building something is way better than looking good. You feel what I'm saying? It looks good, but is it really good? You feel me?
We don't need to be flexing nothing that you can't really keep, family, that you can't pass down. So I love this topic. I think this definitely goes hand in hand with the Black community. You know what I'm saying? Especially what you see on the media every single day, how that shit is poisoning us. So, hey, man, let's definitely get into this one. We know we got to start with the disclaimer. Now, we are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice. This is just education, family. So please don't sue us.
Look at that. Hell nah. We ain't
Now,
doing none of that.
um, none of that, family. So please take notes, do your own research. And if you have any questions, concerns, please hit us up in the DMs, comments, whatever it is, family. We here to help.
Absolutely. Y'all already know we got to do our money mindset moment. You feel me? So for everybody that's new, our money mindset moment is pretty much all words of a positive affirmation in regards to building wealth. You feel me? So for today, we got a millionaire mindset isn't about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and grow. That's a bar. Facts, bro. A millionaire mindset isn't about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and grow. That's such a fact, bro.
That's a bar. That's a bar. A real live bar, fam. I mean, and let's definitely pop it off, fam. So what is income versus wealth? All right. Now we know income is the money you earn when you're working, getting a little paycheck, your side hustle. That's the money that you're earning by doing a certain task, right? Now, wealth is the assets you own. All right, family? You can't pass down a paycheck. You can pass down assets. For example, there's lottery winners out there that they say blow millions of dollars easily, just like this, because they don't really have a strategy. But you see homeowners, they're able to pass down wealth for generations because they're able to pass down an asset. That home is an asset. You see what I'm saying, family? So it's a big difference between the two.
That's a fact, bro. And it's interesting, bro, because that ties in directly into why a lot of people may get that income, but that doesn't necessarily turn into assets over time. And that's because of a big thing called the lifestyle inflation, aka the lifestyle creep, a widow. You feel what I'm saying? And for y'all that don't know what that is, lifestyle inflation is pretty much when the more you make, the more you spend. You feel what I'm saying? So, for example, let's say, I'm D-Wall, I work in higher ed right now. Let's say I find another job and I'm making 100,000. I'm balling, you feel me? I feel like Bill Gates out here, you see what I'm saying? So, shoot, instead of me making that 100,000 now, instead of me putting that extra income towards, let's say, the stock market or to a crib, I'm going to say, yo, Wolf, we going to the section. Bottles on me, my boy. We getting Bel Douce, VSOP. You know what I'm saying? 1940. We doing everything on my card. For me, all that. Quick 10 bands in one night type thing. But that 10
Yeah,
bands could have gone to paying down debt or, to something that is an asset that Wolf said that we could pass down to our kids. You feel what I'm saying?
sure, for sure. Nah, it's major, bro.
Yeah, bro. And that's why you'll see there's even, you could call broke millionaires, bro. There's people who making $1 million, $1.5 million a year, but they struggle to pay their bills. They have nothing to show what they have at the end of every month because everything is just going towards bills and lifestyle.
Yep, yep. I really don't know how people, actually, let me not say that. I know how people get into the trap, but it's like, how do you not want to get yourself out of it? Like, it's, to us, I mean, I guess in our perspective, it's like, it's easy to not get to that point. But when you see somebody making that much money, I kind of get envious. Like, man, you don't understand. If I wasn't making that much money, you know where I would be at right now? What?
What, man? It's crazy, Mike. And like, I'll give a prime example, bro. One of my best friends, my brother, I'm not gonna say his name. I know he wants a name out there, but you know who he is. I love that dude, man. I was just with him the other day. He's in construction management. You feel what I'm saying? Makes dumb bread, Mike. He's like my age, a few months older than me. He's 26, making well into six figures, bro. And I be on his back, like, yo, bro, like, come on. I can show you the receipts of what's possible. You feel me? Like, we can make something work, bro. You got the bread to really change your life, bro. But the lifestyle creep, you feel me? It kicks in. And one thing that I peeped, bro, is it really affects all people, like people of color and all that, because we've never really seen or know what to do when that bread comes.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
me? Like, we've always been taught to be like, all right, you get some, hey, I earned this. I earned to go splurge a little bit, this, that, and the third. And don't get me wrong, we do deserve to splurge once in a while, but there has to be a controlled splurge. It can't be everything that you make going into something that's not going to bring you no enough bread. You feel me?
Exactly. Exactly. No, you're right, bro. And that's where you're hitting the nail on the head. Like, that discipline is everything. And it's like, what is your goals? That's why it's so important to even have a goal. Because if you don't have any goals at all, you'll never even think about it until it's too late. Like, damn, bro, I done blew like 20 bands in the past 2 months. Like, I could have used that for this. I could have used that for that. You would have thought that way if you had a plan in place, or if you was educated on what this money could do for you, if you knew how to make money work.
That's why we here too, y'all. We here to teach all those ways. So when that bread do come for you, you're prepared. But like Wolf said, if you're not disciplined, us teaching you don't mean nothing. It's just like with football. You know what I'm saying? I could listen to my D-line coach all week. Feel me? Yo, D-Wall, they going to overset you. Make sure you take the inside. I'm giving you permission to take the inside. All right, yes, coach. Yes, coach. And guess what happened game day? Oh, you overset me? Yeah, I'm outside, man. I'm outside, man. That's not discipline.
Literally, family. And I mean, what's the best way to change this? If you're somebody out there making $2,000 a year and you couldn't survive not missing one paycheck, you don't have a plan for payments, what can you do? What's the actionables? First things first is pay yourself first. Invest before you flex. Simple as that, family. Like, really learn how to pay yourself and like just try to cut down on expenses. Turn your income into assets, real estate, businesses, investments like the stock market, crypto. I mean, I said crypto is the safest, but hey, I mean, I ain't lie, for the last few years, Bitcoin has been returning almost like 2 times, 3 times more than the SPY. So, you need to do that too. Keep your lifestyle locked until assets fund your upgrades. All right, family? And what does that mean? So the lifestyle that you want, maybe not do that yet. Try to build up your assets first so that way you can afford to upgrade your lifestyle. So if you're living in, an apartment and you want to upgrade to that loft that's on the 50th floor in the city, wait to do that. Wait until you have a good amount of assets. You got your dividends paying you every month. You got this business over here paying you. You got your income coming from this way. You got those multiple streams of income. Now you can afford that upgraded lifestyle that you've been dreaming about.
Nah, you dropped the gem right there, bro, is really having your cash flow from your assets pay for your expenses. Because one thing that definitely is the biggest benefit, honestly, towards that is now you're not tied to your job or whatever you're doing to make your priority for income. You feel what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So let's say, you find your wife or your husband and you want to settle down, you don't want to work, you want to enjoy the world. All right, you don't got to do that. Now your assets can cover whatever you want to spend. Or if you crazy like us, you're going to think, oh, bet my assets is covering my expenses and I can still work a job. Shoot, I'm about to take all this bread from my job and take a crazy risk. Let's put 500,000 in the XRP. Just, you know what I'm saying? Let's still take those. For real though, cause like there's no like there's no loss you could take, because regardless of what happens, hey, my assets is gonna pay for me. And worst come to worst, XRP go to $0. All right, I still have this job, and I could just load up on something else, take another risk.
Got that fallback. Yeah.
Fallback, family.
No, that's real. That's real talk, bro.
Oh man, and it's funny because in our Discord specifically, we be giving out these type of plays that could create this type of income for y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Quick recap. One of the calls that we recently just announced was Bitmine. We announced a Bitmine leap. If y'all don't know what a leap is an option contract that extends out past a year or up to a year. So this option contract was expensive. It was, what was it? Was it 50? The $50? I don't
$50
know.
call for January 2026.
Yup. $50 call January of 2026. And that was a pretty petty. It cost a little over $1,000 to get into one contract for that. That one play netted anyone who got into it through the Discord and all of us. If you got one contract, you got at least $500 out of it because we went for 50% with that trade.
In a few days.
In a few days. We even go through the whole year. If we had more contracts, we would have kept some and let it run. But when we had one, we took our profit. So those are the type of plays, y'all, is what's possible once you do exactly what we say and not let inflation lifestyle affect you. Because if we was doing inflation lifestyle, shoot, we wouldn't be able to buy any type of contract. Everything would be going towards our bills. But the way Mike and I practice what we preach, we dedicate a large amount of our income to go toward investing every month, which allows us to do these type of things.
Feels good, family. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I mean, obviously you want to have fun with your friends and your fam, you know what I'm saying? Go out, do what you to do. But when you did that little check come in and it's from something that you really didn't have to work too hard for, you just did a little bit of research, I take that any day, bro. I would love to stay in the house, watch some Netflix, and make bread on literally on my phone. Like what?
On your phone. And it's possible once you get your budget in order and you not letting this inflation lifestyle. You're not letting Billy down the block who got the new 3 Series for BMW affect you because now you got to get the 5 Series. No, bro.
Exactly.
Let Billy do that. But Billy's portfolio not gonna look like your portfolio. I bet you that.
Nah, real talk, family. And let's say you did have the extra band just sitting there. Let's say your car bill is $500 a month. You just paid your car bill off of one play within like 1 week. Not even. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of stuff we're talking about. A play that really didn't cost you let's say if you can afford it, really didn't cost you that much. An asset just paid for one of your expenses. It wasn't your money you made from work. It was the money you made from something that you put your bread into to invest. That's what it's all about.
What's all about. And now on top of that 500 you was gonna spend that you just pretty much covered your car note now. Now you have an extra 500 freed up. Now that could go back into the market. Now, hey, next month $1,000. Oh shoot. Okay, that covers this expense. I got $1,000 to throw back in the market. It's compound, yo.
That's real talk. And it's a bar that we got right here. I love this bar right here. It says, high income might get you an applause, but wealth gets you freedom. Hey, if y'all want the handshakes, y'all want to get, hey, oh my God, he's having, bro. Yo, you really that dude. You that nigga. Bro, I could care less, bro. I want freedom. I don't even want you to know that I'm having.
God, I don't even want you to know. I want you to think I'm popped. Bro, I want you to think I'm dead broke, ain't got nothing. I'm on my ass because then you're not going to ask me for nothing and I can just lock in and keep building. Facts, bro.
No talk, bro. I know y'all want the change. Y'all want the rollies. But do you see a billionaire with a chain on? No. No, he might have had the plain Jane on his wrist. That's because that's an asset too. 20 years from now, that plain Jane probably going to be the same price or more.
It's a fact. They're not lying about it.
So it's like, bro, I just don't, I did it, but I don't get it, family. It's like, there's too much information out there for us to still be going down the same routes. Like, I know we want to feel like we made it, but when you have income, when you have expenses that you can't afford and you got a chain on that's worth 8 bands, 10 bands, and you can't even afford your rent, you can't afford to do something, you look crazy. Simple as that. You look crazy.
And the proof is in the pudding, y'all. You feel me? Because when you look at this populations of people, like families who are the most wealthy, you know, if you're coming from the inner city, you know who run all the businesses. It's the Chinese, it's the Indians, it's the Jewish. Those communities thrive. But guess what? You'll never see them popping nothing. You'll never see them in the club popping nothing, chains, nothing. You see a lot of them driving beat up, used vehicles. A lot of them drive Teslas too, but Teslas are super cheap to get and they're easy to maintain. So that's another cheap reflex right there. You feel me? We can't do the exact opposite of those who built true wealth and they expect to be wealthy in the end. The blueprint right there. These families, they wearing the brown shirt from 2K. They 60 overalls. They looking like they got no VC, but they got mad VC, y'all. They got mad VC and they got rings. They got all the gear, everything. You just don't see it because they stacked, bro, and they invested what they stacked.
Yeah. Yo, that's funny.
Looking like the Browns. Y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. You just looted up. Oh, shoot. I got 160 overall. Oh, I can't even do a layup. Hey, but they may look like it. They one of the ones at the park who really 99, but they look like they 60.
Yeah, they gassing you.
They gassy. I swear to God. Y'all thought it was going free win? Psych. Hold this 3, huh?
Yo, that's mad funny, fam. Yeah, fam. Like, I ain't gotta chase the check, man. Just make better choices. That's how you break those cycles and you build legacies. Because if you don't, who don't do it? There's no handouts out here. We already know that. We not trust fund babies, so.
I wish. Hey, if you are, shout out to you.
Salute.
Facts. That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? But we talking to the ones that's not trust fund babies. Like, if you out there and you had to work for everything that you have right now, change it up. But what that Michael Jordan meme said?
Was it get some help? Was it that one?
Get some help. Yeah, it's mad funny. But literally, every time I see that, I'm like, yeah, that's real facts. It's even decisions that we make sometimes. I'd go to get some food, even though I can afford it. I'd go out to eat or something. The other day, we just went to like a little hibachi restaurant and stuff. It was nice, ate good. Bill wasn't even that crazy, but I still feel guilty. I'm like, damn, I spent, a little $100 tonight. I could have put that on the SPX trade. That's, you know what I'm saying? It's just.
Oh my God. I feel you to the fullest. I literally just experienced that, bro. Goddamn, I just bought something and it was like $35, bro. And we got $35, bro. But in my head, I'm like, bro, like, damn, bro, that's like, how many? It's like, damn, it's like 4 shares of Grab right here, bro. That's like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? For $35. We not saying y'all gotta be like us, because we're just nuts. We're not normal people. But, have value behind your dollar, bro. Like, if you worked for it. One thing I used to do when I was working minimum wage, let's say something was $17 or $12, I'd be like, damn, buying this, is this worth an hour of my time?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Or like, I would think like that, because then you really start to think like, oh, shoot, like, to pay for this $24 thing is really 2 hours of my time away from my family, away from my friends. Is that really worth it? It's kind of nuts, but you got to find ways to trick your mind into really being as frugal as possible so you can stack and invest.
That's a bar, bro. Hey, fam, if y'all heard that one, please take that as a mental note, because that's me. That's a good one, bro. A lot of people don't think like that.
Bro. Yeah, we're tapped, bro. We're tapped. We're not normal people. Ain't nothing wrong with being tapped, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being frugal if you got a goal behind it. You feel me?
Exactly. If you just being cheap, just to be cheap, and you just got money in the savings, you ain't doing nothing with it, you kind of tripping. But if you got a plan behind it, you being cheap to put money somewhere else to get you more money in the future, to take care of other people, I get you, bro. Like, that's what it's all about. It's about making those small time sacrifices right now to eventually, enjoy it later on.
Hey, man, we don't give y'all the game, we don't give y'all the jabs, we don't give y'all the humble truth. A lot of people not going to tell y'all that. They going to tell you, go to Ruth's Chris, enjoy yourself. Either it's your birthday or anniversary. Nah, we tell you, go to Wendy's, get that biggie bag, get a nice little movie with your person, and cool it out, bro.
You know what I'm saying? If you got to eat a peanut butter and jelly tonight, eat that peanut butter and jelly. Hey, I done did it for, I done ate peanut, I remember we was in college, bro. I probably had a peanut butter and jelly every day for like a couple months, bro. Like, I didn't care, bro. Like, remember that?
Yes, bro.
I was going crazy. I'm a trench baby. So I had peanut butter and literally hit push-ups, straight peanut butter and jellies. I was working like 2-3 jobs. I ain't care, bro. I'm like, you know what? This peanut butter jelly's about to hit. I'm going to imagine that this sandwich tastes like a burger from the best restaurant ever. And I enjoyed it every night.
Every night. Yo, Mike is crazy, yo. I ain't gonna lie. We all done some little things. I used to bring my peanut butter jar. I used to bring my peanut butter jar to class because I was bulking. I used to just eat straight peanut butter, yo. I had a big ass spoon and all. Oh, yeah, I got you, Professor. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, what straight meathead?
Hey, I swear to God. I was struggling. Oh,
yo. Nah, fam. Y'all got it, though, fam. Everything is attainable. Like bro said, man. We came from nothing as well, and I don't think that our lives is bad right now, but it can always be better. And we never satisfied. So if you have that same mindset, if you don't want to be satisfied where you're at, make a change. Do better for yourself.
Better get help.
Get some help. But now we always don't keep it real with y'all. It's always love. I need anything. I have any questions, please hit us up in the Instagram DMs. Hit us up on YouTube through the comments. Share this video, like, subscribe. Send us out to somebody that just needs some real advice. Like, we're not here to sugarcoat nothing with y'all. Like, we never have.
Absolutely, man. Say it to somebody. Man, take what we use and use it, man. Obviously, do your own research. You'll say financial advice. Hey, man, you can listen all day, but you got to put some action behind it. So that's key. All right, y'all boys.
Peace, family.